Of course.
Involving
everybody, like that's what it really comes down to. Like everybody's so afraid.
Of fear.
Like what they do know and what they don't know. Like why would you rightfully spy on someone if you're not afraid?
Exactly.
Like, if you don't know what they have or what they're doing, like that's fine. I wouldn't go spy on you just because I don't know. Like I wouldn't like follow you after school to figure out where you go if I wasn't like afraid. If I didn't need to know, right? Like if I don't know what you do after school, that's fine. You do your own thing. I do my own thing too. But all of a sudden, if I feel threatened, like
then I
need to figure out. Yeah, exactly. And like
you
can tell like the fear of like obviously like the nukes at this point are deterrents, right? Like it's not a case of like maybe in the Cuban Missile Crisis that very heightened point. So it's definitely a possibility, but like for the most part, it's just like it's about like mutual destruction, like mad like. It just goes to show, like, they wouldn't actually nuke each other, but they're afraid, right?
They're afraid of that, or, like, losing influence over the other.
And exactly, like, neither country could know any less than the other, because it's all about, like, this advancement, and if your nuke is better than mine...
Then it's not mutually assured destruction
It's not mutually assured destruction. All of a sudden, you're more powerful. So they had the need to
spy and advance.
They had to need to be equal pretty much, right? So as soon as someone fell behind, then there was a problem. So you need to spy, you need to know everything that your enemy has so you can match them, not necessarily so you can thwart them every time, so you can stop them from making their developments,
but just so that
you can also understand. Yeah, exactly. So that's what like that's the point I'm getting from our research within this, and like,
that's
both sides obviously discovered the need to advance their spying because they needed to know what the other side did. So before they had this mass scale weapon, they didn't have as much of a need to do this spying because somebody attacked you. It was strategical, obviously, and you get guys like in the way past like Napoleon, like super powerful because he was really tactical and really like advance his units in a really smart way. But now
you can just wipe all that out.
Exactly.
With a nuclear weapon.
So it used to be like, oh, you attack us, we'll just attack you back. Like there's no point for spying. There's a point to be strategical, but there's no point for spying really because you attack us in a place we didn't expect it, we can like attack back, or you attack us where we thought we'll just attack you back. Like there's not the advancement in technology the same way. Like you see a guy on the battlefield with a gun and it's like it's an explosion, something shoots out the end. Well, we can figure that out, right?
But with weapons of mass
destruction,
a whole
city is gone. You're like, how does that happen? Right? So you need to
wiping out.
You need to look into it, right, a little bit, and so that was just kind of something I wanted to say. That's like what the Cuban Missile Crisis shows me is like how afraid, like how just like fear of what you don't know. Like you're afraid that you don't know everything. It's not. You're not afraid of, maybe they have some extra technology. You're afraid of like, maybe they have something that we can't do, right? And that's that's a problem.